Fearful man points to a trash bag. The cop opens it and feels sick to his stomach.
Before we begin, do us a favor and click that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to be inspired by these heartwarming stories every day.
People often find unexpected things in the trash. As the saying goes, one man's trash is another man's treasure. But when this man noticed something strange in the trash, he immediately called the cops to see what it was. When this cop took a closer look, the two of them were shocked. It was a normal day at work for Mark Theobald, who was a door-to-door salesman. He was visiting a home in Marshfield when suddenly it became one of the most unforgettable days of his life. He heard what sounded like crying kittens coming from a trash container. He alerted his boss, who then called the cops. The situation that time was really bleak as it was really cold and really snowy. Mark looked around to see where the sound was coming from. The closer he got to the garbage can, the louder it got. Mark felt like something was pushing him to keep looking to see what was making the noise. It all happened pretty fast. Another good thing was that the cops arrived in less than 10 minutes. What happened next was definitely out of the books. As it turned out, the culprits weren't kittens. There, the cop found a litter of 8 puppies, just a day old, inside of a trash bag left in the dumpster. Mark and the cop felt sick because who in the world would do such a heinous act to these innocent creatures? "I have no doubt that these puppies would have died," Police Officer Bob Larson exclaimed. "I kept thinking, how could anybody do this? This is insane." Very few cases of puppy abandonment come close to a recent incident in a tiny town of Marshfield, Wisconsin. Heart-wrenching body cam footage captured the moment when the puppies were discovered in the bag. The cop arrested Robert Wild for allegedly abandoning the puppies inside a sealed garbage bag. He didn't have to go very far to get rid of them, allegedly dumping them in a bin outside of his own home. He was charged with intentionally mistreating animals and has pleaded not guilty. Released on a $2,000 bond, however, Robert isn't keeping a low profile. When a local news media outlet tracked him down, he was found selling puppies despite his previous ordeal. Posing as a potential customer, this local news media outlet's chief investigative correspondent met Robert Wild in a parking lot along with her producer. Lisa walked up to Robert, and she looked as if she was happy to see Robert holding a basket full of puppies. She asked Robert how old the puppies were. Robert answered the puppies were about 4 weeks old. Their conversation did not stop there. Lisa further asked Robert if he was breeding them. Robert said that he didn't breed them, and that it was an accident instead. Getting closer to her point, Lisa then asked Robert if it's hard to take care of all the puppies. Surprisingly, Robert said that he's really not having a hard time looking after them. Lisa then revealed who she really was. Lisa explained to Robert that she's actually with a local news media outlet, and her real intention was to ask Robert what happened before about the puppies. She asked Robert why he would throw those puppies in the dumpster when they were really not going to survive. To his defense, Robert insisted he wasn't going to leave the puppies to die in the dumpster. He said that, in the back of his mind, the puppies would definitely live because he was going to go back and get the puppies out of there. He did admit he did something stupid and regrets doing it. As for the puppies found in the trash bag, they're fortunately thriving, thanks to Mark Theobald, the Good Samaritan who first heard the puppies' cries. As a surprise, he also planned on adopting one. All 8 of the dogs are alive and well, and being taken care of at Marshfield Area Pet Shelter run by Executive Director